Be replenished by the kingdom inside you. Hi guys, I'm Ian McMinn and this is Path to I Am. Be replenished by the kingdom inside you. So for those of you that have seen the movie The Matrix, in bringing up today's topic, today's iteration of the same topic that I talk about in all these videos, there's a scene in which Neo first takes the red pill in the movie The Matrix. He's sitting alongside Morpheus. He's just been offered up the decision whether to stay in his old conditioned reality or whether to wake up. So he obviously, being the main protagonist, chooses to wake up. And essentially, as he's sitting there, he looks over to this mirror at his side that is cracked. There's several cracks in this mirror. And as he's sitting there, he witnesses it repair itself. And I just remember over the years, in my own journey, really getting into fulfillment and dipping into that in a number of ways. I always looked at that scene and thought, that's what's happening to me. I feel like the mirror is getting repaired, or my battery's recharging, and it's getting to be full. And so this is what I mean by being replenished by the kingdom within you. There's this energy drain when we're not in our center. There can often be this perpetual worry, this perpetual anxiety, this perpetual state of some form of negative emotion, whatever default negative emotion we have when we're in a neurotic state. Everyone is different. There's this inherent drain of energy. And so this key shift, it's really coming back to like our natural state. It may not be our normal state, the one that we spent the most time in, but it is our natural one, where when I come back to I am, my I am awareness, just know that I am. And I get to realize that everything I need is right here, that I can let go of the search. I can let go of the feeling of lack. And I just get to return to this. If I rest in that long enough, I really get to start feeling like that mirror is repairing, that the battery is recharged, or in other words, that the only reality is that the mirror was always perfect. The battery was always full. And I was just in a distorted state where I couldn't see that and experience that and immediately access that. And so this is sort of a way of, it's making friends with ourselves. It's becoming familiar with who we really are when I get to come back to I am. And I get to go, everything is right here, right now. I get to forget about my goals. It doesn't mean I don't have aspirations. It doesn't mean that I'm not working towards certain things, but I can forget about it, there being a search, there being this effort, exertion, striving to get there. I can be there now and rest in that and be replenished. So this is what I mean by being replenished by the kingdom within you. And then from there, as I say, then we start to take action from inspiration rather than motivation. If I have to motivate myself, we could define inspiration and motivation. Inspiration is when we get pulled forward by what we feel is the thing that it's time to do right now. Motivation is I'm getting myself moving with negativity, we could say. This is my definition of these terms. It doesn't mean that anyone that ever says motivation means this, but we can think of these two different types of energies and use these two different terms. We're being pulled forward by our passion, or we're having to scare ourselves forward with, negative motivation. And you can get yourself moving with that negativity. You definitely can, but it's going to cost you. You may you may get where you want to go over a long period of time, but you're going to have a myriad of health issues and you're not really going to be fulfilled, for example. To give an example, you can build the business, but you're gonna pay for it in more ways than one. Whereas when I get to come home and I get to be recharged and replenished and I get to come from fulfillment, well then there's nowhere to go but up, and there's nowhere to go but getting to do things that expand upon that happiness that's already right here. But before we get into all of that action taking, it's important to get to come back to this I am awareness where we are full and just be replenished by it, knowing it's all right here, right now. So anyway, guys, this is how to be replenished by the kingdom that's inside of you. I'm Ian McMinn. This is Path to I Am. I have a number of links in my video description for checking out my website and reaching out to me, a couple different coaching session links. My website also has a deeper dive program that's kind of like the premium journey, that's more long term. I have a donation link for love there, and a link for my podcast, the I Am Podcast, which has its own distinct episodes. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this today. And yes, make this shift within yourself. Start working on it. And just let it work on you. When you make that return, stay in this and then notice how before long you feel like that mirror is not only just repaired, it's actually been perfect to begin with. You get to go forward in your life. So have a good day, guys, and I will see you on the next one.